You can usually fit more matches into a complementary matchbox than are actually in there. You can put two together. If you do that, cut off the striker, put it in the box, then wrap it in a plastic money bag. It won't make it waterproof, but it will make it weatherproof, and you've got it ready when you need it. If you have access to surplus ammunition bandoliers, it's fairly easy to turn them into bum bags, or as Americans would say, fanny packs. All you do is change your shoulder strap to a waist strap. You cut the strap at a convenient distance and add any sort of buckle. A double D, a plastic buckle, or an old H-shaped buckle. Then you fill up the pockets with things you need, like first field dressing, triangular bandages, elastoplasts. Or you can change the size of the pockets. Uncut the existing stitching, stitch at a convenient distance, and then use them for carrying things such as tobacco tin fire starter kits. If we look at the finished article, we can see the finished ends. I've cut them and then I've sealed them using a lighter. You could bend them over and fasten them with a rivet, or even stitch them down. The pockets are various sizes, so we can put in large and small items as required. The adjustable buckle means that it'll fit just about any waist. If you don't want to use a buckle, you could cut the tape in the middle and tie it using a reef knot. Sometimes you need to increase the carrying capacity of your rucksack or jacket. This is possible to do, providing you've got some old stuff to cannibalise. You don't need a sewing machine, you can do it by hand, and you don't need that many tools either. To start off with, you need a seam ripper for undoing threads and unpicking pockets and things, then a small pair of scissors, a needle and thread, and if your eyes are going, a needle threader and some ordinary pins. To put a new pocket on a rucksack is fairly simple. You find an old pocket from another piece of kit or a different rucksack and cut it out. Once you've done that, you cut a border on it about a ½ inch or 2 centimeters wide. Fold it over and pin it down. Once you've pinned round all the sides, you can then pin it to the rucksack and sew it on. It's fairly easy if you've got a sewing machine. If you haven't, it's not that difficult hand sewing it either. Transferring a pocket from one jacket to another takes a little bit more skill, but not that much. Carefully unpick the thread around the pocket, so you detach the pocket as a whole from the jacket. Then once again you pin it in place and sew around it. If you're doing it on the outside of a jacket, it's fairly easy, as you can do this with a sewing machine. However, if you're putting pockets on an arm, it's a bit more difficult because you can't get the sewing machine in there. You have to hand sew. All it takes is a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and you end up with a jacket or a bag that's tailored to your requirements.